Hi, my name's Hannah. I went to Clitheroe Grammar and then the sixth form. I left about 8 years ago now, nearly 9 years ago. So I was in your position not too long ago. I'm now a doctor in the NHS. I'm currently working on a COVID ward. And as you can imagine, it's a very difficult but very enjoyable job. I've been doing it for about 6 months now. When I was in school, I knew I wanted to be a doctor. I did like all the right A-levels and GCSEs and things. However, unfortunately, even though I got offers for medicine at 18 years old, I then got a B in chemistry, so I didn't get in anywhere. So what I did is I didn't want to really give up with my dream of being a doctor, so I went through clearing and did a pharmacology degree in Liverpool for 3 years, which I really enjoyed. It was difficult at times, but I met lots of really nice people and learned so much. I definitely recommend pharmacology if you've got any interest in biology, chemistry and kind of drug design and development. For instance, a lot of my friends from that degree are now researching COVID, so they're doing like COVID drugs and COVID testing, and they are loving it. So that's another way of getting into something like that. However, after doing pharmacology for 3 years, I still wanted to be a doctor, so I applied again at 21 years old and went as a graduate. So I went to Manchester University and did the 5-year medical course. It was hard, but it was really fun. I think if you can get through a biology and chemistry A-level, you'll be able to get through the medical degree. It's very varied, especially at Manchester. You do a lot of like communication skills and lectures, and then you also do we call placements in hospitals, so you're in hospitals on the wards learning from other doctors. It was really good. It was hard at times, but I think I don't regret doing it at all. The best part of my job is helping people and kind of making people that have come in unwell better. It's really satisfactory, and obviously on the flip side of that, you get a lot of sick people and people that you can't make better and people that die. Especially at the moment with COVID, I think I'm having 1 or 2 people every day die on the ward, which obviously is difficult and hard on your emotions. And I don't think medicine is easy. It's definitely not an easy option. And if you're someone that can't deal with sickness or can deal with people dying, then it may not be right for you. I think you've got to be quite a strong person to be able to do this. Obviously, university helps a lot and they do teach you coping mechanisms and things, but it's not something I'd go into just because someone's maybe told you to. I think it's something you've got to really want to do deep down, and something that you want to do yourself. I think if you do it for any other reason than that, then it's not worth it. It's not worth it for the money. I'm not on a hell of a lot of money at the moment. I know it goes up as you work through the years, but there's probably jobs you can do for more money that are a lot easier. But all in all, I love it. I think my normal kind of day is coming in at 8 o'clock in the morning. I do the ward round where I see all the patients, and in the afternoons you're kind of doing all the jobs that you've made from the ward round. At the moment, like I said, I'm on COVID, so it's kind of like a medical ward. I'm moving on to psychiatry next, which is kind of people with mental health problems, and that'll be very interesting, and I'm looking forward to that. And then after that, I move on to surgery, so I'm doing breast surgery. They're all going to be really different, and that's something I love about medicine, is every day is really different. There's not really a massive routine to it. You don't really know what to expect day to day, and then month to month and kind of hospital to hospital, everything's very different, and I love that. So it depends if that's something you enjoy. Obviously with medicine there's loads of specialties. I'm not sure exactly what I want to do yet. I was thinking paediatrics, which is children, but I also quite like GP. So we'll wait and see. Again, that's something that's nice about medicine, is there is kind of a career path you can go down, but there's lots of different career paths. So there's such a varied kind of end goal with medicine. Obviously most people become doctors, but not everyone. Some people go into like medical law or kind of medical like drugs and that kind of things. People often do research with it as well, so if you're someone that likes research, medicine could be right for you as well. I think the hardest thing about medicine is probably the kind of everyday toll it takes on your emotions, and also probably just a vast amount of stuff you need to know. You definitely need kind of a good memory and be able to remember and learn lots of information, because obviously the human body's so varied and there's so many different diseases and medicines out there. So if you're someone that's got like a photographic memory, that would really help. But if you're someone that struggles, doesn't mean it's not for you, it just means it might take you a little bit extra work. I definitely had to work quite hard to pass the exams and things, and that was just down to good revision. So don't let it put you off if you're not the best at exams, because they definitely help you a lot at university with exams. Manchester was a really good university, and so was Liverpool. I highly recommend them to all of you. I had lots of support and lots of fun. They're great cities. I know with COVID at the moment, you may not be able to enjoy them at their fullest, but I'm hoping that by the year that you're all going, maybe it'll be more back to normal and you'll have your